of the Millennium Falcon be enough to smash Darth Vader? Will Luke be able to save the princess? Only you can decide. The new Palitoy Star Wars models in toy shops now. They're waiting.
Hello there everyone, and welcome back to a new video. Today, we're gonna dive into the world of toys. But not just any kind of toy. It's Kenner! It's fun. So this video is gonna be interesting and informative. So let's go ahead and get started. Founded in 1946 in Cincinnati, Ohio, by brothers Albert, Philip, and Joseph L. Steiner. It was named after the street office that it was on. Creativity A+. In the early 1960s, Kenner introduced its corporate mascot, the Kenner Goonie Bird. One commercial was produced by the Muppets creator Jim Henson, and the puppet featured there would then be later to be used for the Sesame Street character Little Bird. The company was bought and sold since then, roughly a total of around 6 times, even being bought by Tonka. Eventually and ultimately being bought by Hasbro in the early 2000s. Kenner being mainly known for its production line of Star Wars toys, these action figures weren't made from original sculpts. They were actually a combination of other figures and materials, like the Fisher-Price truck drivers, Body Putty, clay, and even Bondo. Yes, that's stuff that's meant for cars. This is a term called kit bashing. It was used whenever toy manufacturers never really had the blueprints to a toy or to a model. Fun fact, the Jawa prototype robe was from a brown sock of one of the engineers named Dave. Products from Kenner throughout the late 70s and 80s would vary greatly, from Star Wars toys to easy bake ovens that would even blow bubbles, strangely enough. The Bubble-Matic gun being one of the fastest and top-selling toys in Kenner's lineup.
Who blew this bubble? You all know the rules. All unemployed babies will be beaten senseless by every able-bodied patron in the bar. That's right! So who blew it?
They even made toys for R-rated films such as Alien, the 1979 Alien, Ridley Scott. I happen to have one of these re-release versions of this toy. Shortly after being bought in 1998, the Jurassic Park Chaos Effect line was released. But sales were less than expected, unfortunately, and the Jurassic Park series became more of an annoyance to Hasbro, rather than a trademark brand name. Due to this, the overproduction of Star Wars Episode 1 The Phantom Menace toys,
I hate them!
coupled with low sales, forced Hasbro to downsize by getting rid of their Kenner department in Cincinnati. In 2010, Hasbro began releasing modern Star Wars action figures with packaging reminiscent of that of the original Kenner 1978 and 1984 Star Wars product lines. These toys were awesome. I remember when I used to have a couple of these, but I unfortunately lost them. Star Wars, the Vintage Collection, is composed of new, highly posable figures with, wait for it, screen-accurate likeness! And I say that as a joke. And with a grain of salt. Ultimately, Kenner closed its last production plant in 2000. Properties and brand names sold to the wind, and the product lines merged with Hasbro. Perhaps the brand name is floating around somewhere in space, or perhaps it's in the Atari landfills. We shall never know. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you all found this video just as informative and interesting as I did. If we're deserving of it, please leave us a like and subscribe to keep up with all of our videos that we release. As well as if you have any recommendations, go ahead and leave it in the comment section down below. As for me, this is the Mandalorian Brothers signing off the Holocom.